In a world filled with noise and endless distractions, true growth begins in the silence of solitude. Discover how being alone can transform your life, unlocking profound self-awareness, spiritual connection, and inner peace. This video reveals why solitude is not loneliness, but the gateway to your most authentic self. Solitude is a sacred space where self-reflection becomes possible. When we step away from the distractions of daily life, we create an opportunity to connect with our deepest thoughts and emotions. This connection is not about running away from the world, but about rediscovering our true selves. Imagine a quiet room where the only voice you hear is your own, the voice that has been drowned out by external noise for far too long. In solitude, we give that voice the space it needs to speak, and through this, we begin to understand ourselves in ways we never thought possible. One of the most profound aspects of being alone is the clarity it brings. When you remove external influences, you allow yourself to question everything. Why do I believe what I believe? Are my actions aligned with my values? Or am I simply following the expectations of others? These are the questions that arise when we sit in solitude and give ourselves the permission to explore our inner world. It's not always comfortable. Facing these questions can be challenging, but it is essential for growth. Without this process, we risk living a life dictated by others instead of one guided by our authentic selves. This authenticity is a gift that solitude gives us. In the quiet moments of reflection, we shed the masks we wear to fit into societal norms. We stop pretending to be someone we're not and start embracing who we truly are. And as we do this, we inspire others to do the same. Our genuine expression becomes a beacon for those around us, showing them that it's okay to walk their own path and honor their unique truth. But solitude is not just about self-reflection, it's also about healing. When we're alone, we have the space to confront emotions and experiences we may have suppressed. These moments can be painful, but they're also incredibly liberating. Healing requires us to face the parts of ourselves we'd rather ignore, to sit with our discomfort, and to process the pain that lingers within us. It's through this process that we release what no longer serves us and make room for growth. Solitude becomes a sanctuary for this transformation, a sacred space where we can heal and evolve. As we heal, we begin to recognize the ways in which external relationships influence us. Solitude gives us the perspective we need to evaluate these connections honestly. Are the people in our lives uplifting us, or are they draining our energy? In the stillness of being alone, we see these dynamics more clearly. This awareness empowers us to set healthy boundaries, protecting ourselves from toxic influences and prioritizing our well-being. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They're about ensuring that we have the energy and focus to live our best lives. Through this process of setting boundaries, we reclaim our power. We stop allowing others to dictate our energy and attention and start directing these resources toward what truly matters. This shift is transformative. When we prioritize our needs and values, we create a foundation for a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. Solitude, therefore, is not about isolation. It's about empowerment. It's about recognizing our worth and honoring our needs unapologetically. Solitude also brings with it an extraordinary connection to the divine. In the stillness of being alone, we awaken to the presence of a higher power, a force greater than ourselves that guides and supports us. This connection transcends the material world and offers us a profound sense of peace and purpose. It reminds us that we are never truly alone, that we are part of a vast, interconnected web of energy and wisdom. When we embrace this connection, we begin to see life from a higher perspective. The challenges we face no longer seem insurmountable, because we understand that we are supported by something greater. This perspective allows us to approach life with more grace and resilience, knowing that we are always guided by the divine. As this connection to the divine deepens, we begin to unlock the wisdom that resides within us. This wisdom is not something we acquire from external sources. It is an innate knowledge that has always been there, waiting to be uncovered. Solitude is the key to accessing this wisdom. In the quiet moments of reflection, we tap into our intuition and gain insights that can guide us on our journey. These insights often come as subtle whispers or flashes of clarity, but their impact is profound. They help us make decisions that align with our highest good and lead us toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. With this newfound wisdom, we also begin to understand the power of creation. Solitude teaches us that we are the architects of our reality, that our thoughts, intentions, and actions shape the world around us. In the stillness of being alone, we have the space to focus on what we truly want and to set intentions that align with our desires. This is the essence of manifestation, using our inner power to bring our dreams into reality. When we embrace solitude, we become more intentional about the energy we put into the world, and as a result, we begin to see our desires take shape. But the power of being alone goes beyond creation. It also leads to liberation. In solitude, we free ourselves from the need for external validation. We no longer look to others to define our worth or to fulfill our desires. Instead, we find that true happiness resides within us. This realization is incredibly empowering. It allows us to navigate life with confidence and self-assurance, knowing that we are enough just as we are. This liberation extends to our relationships as well. When we no longer seek validation from others, we approach our connections from a place of wholeness rather than neediness. This shift transforms the way we relate to others. Instead of relying on them to fill a void, we share our love and energy freely, without expectations. This creates healthier, more fulfilling relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding. At the same time, solitude helps us identify the relationships that no longer serve us. It's not uncommon to realize during moments of reflection that certain connections are draining rather than uplifting. Solitude gives us the courage to let go of these relationships, even when it's difficult. By doing so, we create space for new, more aligned connections to enter our lives. This process of letting go is not about rejection. It's about honoring our growth and ensuring that our relationships reflect the person we are becoming. As we embrace solitude, we also cultivate self-love. This is perhaps one of the most transformative aspects of being alone. In the quiet moments of reflection, we learn to nurture our own souls, to care for ourselves with the same kindness and compassion we extend to others. This self-love is not selfish, it is essential. When we love ourselves, we become vessels of love for others. Our cup overflows, allowing us to uplift and inspire those around us. This self-love also enables us to embrace our authenticity fully. In solitude, we stop trying to fit into molds that were never meant for us. We let go of societal expectations and embrace who we truly are. This authenticity is incredibly powerful. It allows us to shine our light unapologetically, inspiring others to do the same. When we live authentically, we give others permission to do so as well, creating a ripple effect of empowerment and self-expression. Ultimately, the power of being alone lies in its ability to transform us. It is a journey of self-discovery and growth, one that leads us to the deepest parts of ourselves. It teaches us to embrace our strengths and vulnerabilities, to honor our needs and desires, and to connect with the divine within us. Solitude is not a state of loneliness. It is a sacred pilgrimage, a journey into the heart of who we are. As we walk this path, we uncover hidden treasures within ourselves, gifts of wisdom, love, and resilience that have always been there, waiting to be discovered. We realize that we are not defined by external circumstances, but by the light that resides within us. And as we embrace this light, we become beacons for others, showing them the way to their own truth. The journey of being alone is not always easy, but it is always worthwhile. It challenges us to confront our fears and insecurities, to let go of what no longer serves us, and to step into our power. It is a journey that transforms not only our lives, but also the lives of those around us. By embracing solitude, we unlock the potential to live a life that is authentic, purposeful, and deeply fulfilling.